Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are here at Highland Memorial Gardens in Bessemer, Alabama. And if you've been with the channel for a long time, you may remember us being here. This is one of the first videos in the graveyard department that I ever put out. And since then, I have took it down because it was like 3 in 1. There was Bear Bryant, Davey Allison, which is who we're here to see today, and George Lindsay, which he lives up in Jasper, and Bear's here in Birmingham. But that was the one that kind of really started this whole process off and where we're at today. So we're here to visit the grave of Davey, as I said just a little bit ago. We're here to pay respects and do all those things, talk about his career and all the great things that happened out of the short time that we got him. I know it's easy to say, man, what could have been, but I'm going to try to be glass half full today and say, let's just be glad we got what we got, right? So with all that being said, let me get my ad out of the way and say, if this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, doing all those things. Try to get this out as quick as possible. And if this isn't your first time here, welcome back. I hope you enjoy the video. Shouts out to the members. Can't thank you guys enough. And what's your favorite driver? If you like NASCAR, right? You gotta say it with a little extra, a little in it. So yeah, put your favorite driver, or maybe the driver you can't stand, right? So I would be curious to see what you guys think. Yeah, so try not to be too long-winded. Let's talk about Davey, his life, all that good stuff, and then we'll go visit the grave. So let's get going. Born February 25th, 1961 in Hollywood, Florida, he was the oldest of 4 children, born to Bobby and Judy Allison. The family drove to Hueytown, Alabama, and along with Bobby Allison's brother Donnie, Red Farmer, and Neil Bonnet, they became known as the Alabama Gang. So growing up, Allison participated in all kinds of athletics. He preferred football, but he settled on racing. He began working for his father's NASCAR Winston Cup Series team after graduating high school and built a race car of his own, a Chevy Nova with friends known as the Peach Fuzz Gang, and won his first race only on his 6th start. He became a regular winner at BIR, and by '83, he was racing in the ARCA Series. Allison won 2 ARCA events at his home track in Talladega in '83, and was named ARCA Rookie of the Year in '84, placing second in the series title. So prior to the '87 season, Davey was tapped to replace veteran driver Cale Yarborough in the '28 Ford Thunderbird. Yarborough was leaving the team to start his own operation along with the team sponsor Hardee's. So the team negotiated a sponsorship deal with Texaco's Haviland Motor Oil brand, a deal that was signed during the NASCAR edition of Speed Weeks at Daytona. On qualifying day, Davey signaled that he was in Winston Cup to stay when he qualified an unmarked but Texaco Haviland painted number 28 Thunderbird second for the 1987 Daytona 500, becoming the first rookie ever to start on the front row for a NASCAR event. Davey would win the Budweiser 500 at Dover, then the Dover Downs International Speedway, becoming, at the time, the only rookie to win 2 Winston Cup events. In all, Davey started 22 of the 29 races in '87. He won twice, scoring 9 top 5s and 10 top 10 finishes. He also had 5 poles in his rookie season. In the '88 season, it started with much promise. Davey again started outside the front row at the 500, the first modern-day race utilizing NASCAR mandated carburetor restrictor plate. While father, Bobby, was battling up front early in the race, Davey and his team struggled with a car that was repaired during the early morning hours following a crash in the final practice session. But as the race came to conclusion, Davey found himself running second, just behind his father. Bobby would go on to hold off his son and win his third 500. Father and son would celebrate their 1 and 2 finish in victory lane. From that race to 1991, Davey struggled with machine failures and blown engines and was openly feuding with his crew chief. The crew chief was fired, and Larry McReynolds was hired away from Kenny Bernstein team to replace him. In his first race with McReynolds at the helm, Allison finished second in the '91 Trans-South 400. A third-place finish followed at Bristol, then a 6th at North Wilkesboro, and an 8th at Martinsville. The team finished 22nd at Talladega due to a large accident triggered by Swervin Irvin, but there was no doubt the team was much improved and was destined for bigger things. 2 weeks later, Davey dominated the Winston All-Star race at Charlotte and continued his domination by winning the Coke 600 the following week, leading 263 of the 400 laps. 2 races later, Davey won his first road course event at Sears Point, where he was awarded the victory after Ricky Rudd was penalized by NASCAR for spinning Davey out on the final lap. Davey started 6th at the 1992 Daytona 500, but he would dominate the event and lead 127 laps to join his father as a Daytona 500 winner. Allison was also the only driver to lead the 500 at halfway and go on to win until Denny Hamlin won the 2016 race. On July the 12th, 1993, Allison boarded his newly acquired Hughes helicopter to fly to Talladega to watch family friend Neil Bonnet and his son David test a car for David's Busch Series. He picked up another family friend racer, Red Farmer, en route to the track. Allison was attempting to land the helicopter inside a fenced-in area on the track infield when the craft nosed up suddenly, then crashed. So after the crash, Bonnet freed the semi-conscious Farmer from the wreckage, but Allison was unresponsive and could not be freed until paramedics arrived. Farmer went on to a lengthy but successful recovery, but Allison never regained consciousness. After sustaining a critical head injury, he was pronounced dead at 7 o'clock a.m. the next morning by a neurosurgeon at Caraway after they tried to unsuccessfully take pressure off of the brain. And so here we go, the grave Davey Allison. It's been a long time coming on a redo. Hard to see in this sun, I know, but it says a true champion, a loving husband and father. Got some flags, some coins. Nice new flower. Yeah, Davey Allison, man, how cool. So Dega, as we say, was a week ago, and what a finish, man. Car on its side, number 2 wrecking number 1, number 3 wins in the caution at the last in the tri-oval right before the checker flag. Couldn't draw it up any better. I think Bill wouldn't have been upset by that. So yeah, Davey Allison, how cool. Like I said earlier, and this was the first video, me and Uncle Mark, which y'all haven't got to see him in a long time. He's a busy working guy. We came here first. Like we did Davey, Bear Bryant, and George Lindsay all in one video. And that's what started the thing. Like where we're at now. Like you guys decided to watch and I just kept it going. And here we are, almost like full circle. The one that first took off was Eddie Kendricks. That was the video, that was my first one that truly changed the way things were. So yeah, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. I say it in every video. That's because I mean it. Let's see, summer's coming. Hope everybody stays safe out there. Just want everybody, oh, that's an ant bed. Sorry, I'm trying not to walk through ants. So yeah, I'll quit talking. And you know what? You never know what you'll find on the back roads. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it.